Tinder has 10 million active users daily. As the market leader, many see it as the app for dating. As with any, the reasons for being on it range from wanting a genuine long-term relationship to wanting a casual fling or simple self-promotion. Until recently, there were only two gender options, male or female, but Tinder has now changed its game. There are multiple choices for those who don't want to identify as male or female, and ways in which your sexual orientation can be detailed if it differs from being straight. But if you see yourself as transgender, what kind of experience can you expect from a dating app?
I just want to be able to, go out and feel like normal rather than being treated differently.
He could be somebody that's fetishizing me, or someone that just wants to hook up behind the doors and not want to know me.
Notti is a hairdresser from York who moved from Thailand to the UK as a child. Like many of those who transition, she was never comfortable in her assigned gender. In Thailand, she felt she could be who she wanted to be though. When she moved to the UK, however, that sense of freedom didn't feel the same.
When I was little, I didn't realise that I was different. I thought I was just a normal girl. I always thought that I was a girl. But in Thailand, it's normal to be different, I guess. When I came to England, when I was the age of about 12, that's when I realised, when I started going to school, that's when I started to realise that I was in the wrong body, because everyone sort of have their own way, like put people in boxes and stuff, boys, girl.
Notti decided to focus on her ambition to be a hairdresser, and despite her career taking off, she found herself unhappy and living a lie.
I got to the point where my career got really good and I'm still not happy. And I thought, well, why am I not happy? I got my jobs and I got everything that I could ever wanted. I went to see my mum about 2 years ago, crying my eyes out, like, why am I not happy? And straight away she just went, well, you know yourself.
So she decided to go back to Thailand to start on HRT and the journey of becoming the person she always knew that she was. It was when she returned, and after having operations on her voice and body, that Notti felt confident enough to start dating and chose Tinder as her platform. Notti calls herself a pre-op transgender female, meaning she still has male body parts. And when speaking to a guy on Tinder, the first questions are always about her anatomy.
So for me, I get a lot of dirty messages, I guess. I don't know if it's because I'm trans. I don't know if it's because what normal women get. I feel like I get a lot of men sort of like send me messages asking me if I want to go to bed with them, or I want to that they always ask me because they might be curious about it, and they ask me about how it works, as in with me being trans and all that stuff. And then sometimes they send me oh, can I try it on with you?
Far from being accepted on the app, at times Notti feels like a fetish, something to be curious at, embarrassed of, or even abused.
Oh, what I had today? It was he asked me, first question, we matched, the first question he asked me if I got a penis. And I said yes. And he was like, well, you shouldn't be on here, you outcast or whatever. I get that sort of stuff all the time. A lot of men see me as a fantasy, being trans, they see me as a fetish as well. They think that I'm sort of person I'm sort of type that they want to try it on, and it's really hard for me to find someone that like me for me, because sometimes they're scared of the whole package that they're gonna get, as in they wouldn't mind dating me but they wouldn't like to see with me in public. They like me to be all secretive because they might be shy, they might be scared. They just not brave enough to take that courage to, show me off, I guess. I'm sort of outcast. I just want to be treated like normal people. I just want to be able to, go out and feel like normal rather than being treated differently.
Notti's hope is to find love, but doubts that it can come from a dating app. More than anything, she just wants to be accepted for who she is and doesn't want to be abused anymore or made to feel uncomfortable. Like Notti, Carmen from Leeds has had experiences where she's been made to feel like there's something wrong with her, purely because of her own journey from being male to becoming female. But Carmen has always felt female.
It's something that I kind of always just knew. Like, I always knew I was going to be a girl. Like, growing up, I used to just assume I'd turn into a girl. People used to ask me, what do you want to be? And I thought, just a girl.
Carmen decided to make the decision in her teens that she wanted to transition. And after seeking advice and support and living for a while as a woman, she moved on to drug treatments and eventually progressed to full surgery. Unlike Notti, Carmen calls herself post-op, and she finally feels like her true self.
Obviously, I've had the surgery done. It's been great. I feel like since I've had that surgery, I've lived more these past 3 years than I ever did. It's just opened up a whole new life. I live my life now. I never have to worry. Every day is just a normal day. As soon as I got the surgery, that was it. I was off, I was out, I was about loving my life, and you just feel complete. Like, you feel whole. You don't have to worry about things I used to worry about. I don't have to worry about what I'm going to wear. It's just a great life.
When it came to dating, however, she's had a range of uncomfortable experiences, all whilst transitioning. Before her surgery, she tried Tinder, and when going out on dates, kept it hidden that she was transgender, out of fear of guys losing interest. Whenever she was open, it was often met with ridicule.
At uni, a guy kind of like grabbed me into like this alleyway and like tried to feel what I had, and before that I had an incident where a guy was like, "Oh, that's a man," and like he said it in quite a nasty way, and then I kicked off. So just for those kind of reasons, I didn't date. And then I moved back to Leeds, and then I was a bit more open with the idea of telling guys. And then, so I'd have like these great connections with guys, and I'd tell them, and then it was, oh, you pre or post op. Obviously at the time I was pre-op, and then I'd be like, oh my God, you're a man. And then I remember this guy was like, ooh, freak, which I was like, oh, okay. And so I had a lot of instances like that. I had a few people, like this one guy, like telling me to jump off a bridge, calling me like a nonce and stuff, which I don't really get, but okay.
It was only when she had full surgery that she regained her confidence and went back on the dating platform. When she did connect with some guys, Carmen felt comfortable enough to open up about her past. And while some men were accepting, ironically, she found others would have preferred her to not have had the surgery at all. Like Notti, she felt like a fetish.
And this is where the interesting one comes on, and it's something I find is now harder for me. Like, dating as a post-op trans woman is I think in some ways more difficult, whereas before there was like a certain market for guys who liked pre-op trans women, for example. So I was going on a few dates with this guy, and he was so into me, and he was so into it, and he was like, yeah, I went to Thailand, and obviously I met a ladyboy there, and it felt so right. So I was like, okay, cool, he's open, this is great, he's a nice guy. And then he was talking to me, and he was like, that's why I like you so much, you're the complete package. And I was like, maybe not. I don't obviously have that package that you're referring to. And he was devastated, like he was so upset, and he was telling me like, oh, it's such a shame. And I thought, well, it's not a shame because I'm comfortable and where I need to be. It scares me that some people don't see me as like human, like as a person. They just see me as like this thing. Like it worries me and it bothers me like that. like guys talking about what they want to do to me and like how it's a shame I don't have a dick and why I got rid of it and things like that. It's not right. I just want to feel like a normal girl and just live a little. I feel like I've been so guarded, I've had to be so careful my whole life. I don't want to do that. I just want to go out, just do me basically.
Proud of who she is, her profile now states she's fully transgender and post-op. But being this honest means that not only does she get less matches than before, it can bring with it a fear of going out in public and of being abused. Notti and Carmen have had very different journeys in becoming the women they are today. But they do share a common ideal in wanting to be accepted and loved for who they are and not judged on their past.